Welcome back, Lego enthusiasts, to Heart of a Kid Productions. I know it's been a minute, so let's get right into it. Hey guys, how you doing? Obviously, Christmas is over, and we're currently, today is December 29th, Thursday, and my Dallas Cowboys play tonight against the Titans, so it should be a good matchup just because we either hit or miss. We're on it or we're not. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, given I haven't been back in a minute, obviously life, Christmas, holidays, everything. But I wanted to let you guys see what I got for Christmas. A pretty big haul of Lego, mostly stuff I bought for myself, and then one thing that my wife contributed to for me that I've been wanting. So let's go ahead and start with the little stuff. So obviously, one of the holes was the little Lego Santa's workshop here, the barn looking thing. Looks really cool, really cute. I thought it was really nice that it has all these different characters. Obviously it's got Santa, and it's got the little elf, the workshop, and it kind of connects to that other modular, or not modular, other little gift with purchase that came out a little while ago. I think I have that one as well. Yeah, I actually have it right here, so let me just grab that. So, yeah, so this one right here. So obviously with these two sets, they can combine. And then there was another set with the North Pole sign that came, I think, last year. I didn't get that one, so I don't have that one. If I decide I want it later, I'll pick it up. But yeah, nice little gift with purchase. Really cool just to have. So I got that with my purchases for this past couple weeks ago. I was surprised because I was actually able to get this on, I think it was like a day or two before Christmas. So I actually went to the Lego store and talked to an employee who worked there, and he had no idea what I was talking about, which was funny because when I went to the register, the other employee that worked there was like, "Oh, you get a gift with purchase," and I was like, "That's funny. I was just asking the other employee about it, and he had no idea what I was talking about." So it was kind of funny. I was like, "Okay, well, great. I'm getting hooked up," and was able to get this gift with purchase. And yeah, it was like the 23rd or 24th. So it was crazy that they still had these in stock. So I was actually really, really happy about that. So nice to have something, especially when you're spending more money. And then I also got this little funky pack that came, and as you can see, it's got a little bumblebee or cotton candy. It's got a little pig in there, and you know, it's always nice to get free stuff just to have extra stuff when you're spending money already. So that was cool. That's a little funky pack. A bunch of loading. It has pineapples in here, and yeah, a bunch of just little pieces that you can use, random pieces for whatever. So really cool. Now let's start getting into the sets, because I obviously went to different stores, bought different things, and some sets are coming up on retirement, or they're just, you can't find them on shelves that much anymore. And one of them was the Harry Potter set right here. So the funny thing is, I hadn't got this one yet, and I was waiting for it to drop to $24 because they usually drop at Target or Walmart, and it hadn't dropped. But I know, given they just announced the new Harry Potter banners that are coming out, I was like, that means these are going to start disappearing. And I was like, I didn't want to not get it and then not be able to find it later and then have to pay more for on the aftermarket. And I really wanted it more for, you know, this figure right here. So, and that's Professor Moody. Yeah, so I already have a Professor Moody from one of the Harry Potter packs, but this one also comes with the little small little Professor Moody that's in the little box, or the case trunk right there from the movie. So I wanted that, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get this mostly for that piece, but I like the book. I like that it's black. It looks really slick and cool. So I was like, I just need it for my collection. And I have all the books except for one. And the one I don't have is the one with the plant lady. I just never picked it up, and then you can't find those anywhere anymore. So I have her already in one of the minifigure sets. So I wasn't worried about it. So I was like, okay, well, didn't get it. Not a big deal. It wasn't something I really needed. So I am missing that one. The banners look interesting. I'm going to see what they look like when they come out, but they have a lot of figures that I might want to get. So really cool. But yeah, that's one of the sets I got. I think I got this from Target. And then right now, Target, most Targets are doing the specialty where you can upload your Target receipt to the Lego website and actually get at least a point per dollar for that. So I uploaded a couple receipts, and it's better than not getting any points. So cool. Next set I got for myself was this Lego Friends set. Now, I'm not really big into Lego Friends. I don't like the mini dolls. I'm not into that. But the funny thing is, I like the giraffe, but it is mini doll type version of a giraffe, but it'd be great for a zoo. And like you guys know, for me, I was planning on building a zoo sometime in the future, and you know, I need a giraffe, but also they had a 3-in-1 little built giraffe. I didn't like that, so I was like, whatever. This one can utilize until they come out with an actual giraffe from Lego. But the funny thing is, I didn't really buy it for the giraffe. I bought it for this sticker sheet right here because it has like the giraffe on there, and just it's very zoo. So if you actually go to the zoos, I've been to many zoos throughout my life, and they have a lot of signs with, you know, different things in regards to the animals and stuff, and I thought that sticker was really great. It would have been great if it was molded or printed, but I was like, no, that's a great sticker. I want that sticker. So what's cool is it comes with a lot of different things. So if you look on the back here, let me get a little closer so you guys can see. If you look on the back here, it has the little light's reflecting, but the little X-ray of the zebra, and it also comes with a zebra and another little piece. I think that might be a sticker too. I'm not sure if it's printed, but it has a little zebra, just information and other little stickers and stuff like that. But given I don't care for the friend set, you could utilize all these pieces for whatever and build your own personal mod. And for me, obviously, like I said, I like that sticker. So this orange piece, I would build this exactly like this and just build it into a modular building for like a pet center for obviously wild animals and stuff like that. But I would just create a modular and then have that pillar as one of the main themes right there for that. So I thought that was really cool. So I wanted this one, and it was actually on sale for $40. I think I got it from Walmart because it was it was on sale. And I was like, let me get this one before it disappears as well. And yeah, so I got that. And like I said, I like the giraffe. I wish it was more to scale, as in the regular animals for the sets that normally come out for the regular minifigures, but it's not. But it's okay. It'll still serve its purpose. Really cool, really interesting. So, yep, got it for that. Looks really good. So that's another one. So, and we're not finished. We kind of went all out this Christmas. This other set. So I work at a place where I get discount Legos, and which is great. Not crazy discount, because Lego does not offer great discounts on their Lego, even if you work for a company that gives you promotions for discounts on the items they sell. But this set I actually saw at the store where I work. The funny thing is they only had one, and I was not off shift yet, so I was not able to pick it up. And by the time my shift was over, it was gone. I was like, man, because I would have saved probably at least 20 or 30 bucks off the original price, which would have been great. That's always great to save money on a set. But I went to the Lego store I actually went up to a mall to pick up an item for my wife for Christmas. And the Lego store happened to be in the mall, and I was like, oh, well, let me just stop by the Lego store anyway. So I was there, and they were completely like full with every little thing that you could ever want. Like, they got restocked, and I was like, man, they have everything. And there was one set that was missing, and I was like, man, you know, I was like, I would like to get that gift with purchase, which was the Santa barn. And like I said, I talked to an employee. He didn't know if they had it or whatever. He was kind of confused, didn't even know what I was talking about. But I was like, all right, whatever. And but I asked one of the employees, because I was like, oh, they have everything, but right now I'm not buying anything unless I find this set. And this set was not on display. So I asked one employee, I was like, hey, you wouldn't happen to have this set? And they were like, oh yeah, we have a couple in the back we just got. And I was like, okay, can you bring me one? So he brought it out, and then I got the gift with purchase, the Santa's workshop. And I was just like, so I ended up paying full price with Lego. Obviously got points, but it would have been nice to get cheaper. But I wanted this set, and I was not going to not get it. So I ended up picking this up, and like, I saw it, and I was just like, man, I was like, it's been there, and every time I go, it disappears. It's there, maybe not. And I was like, okay, they got it in. I can get the gift with purchase with the funky pack, and I just wanted the Van Gogh figure. I thought it was really cool. It was just beautiful, and I was just like, and I've seen it, and I was just like, this is an amazing art piece. I mean, I don't know when I'll build this one, but it would be a great display piece to put somewhere. But I also really wanted the Van Gogh with the little printed Starry Night, because I'm like, that is just amazing to have a piece like that, because you can also, in your city, add it to like an art gallery if you make something, or even that one in the Lego boutique modular. They have an art studio in there, so which is funny because it has all types of little, you know, artwork and different design and stuff. So I could literally take that piece and be like, I'm gonna take this and you know put that in that art center somewhere and find a place on the wall, remodify it so it fits on the wall, and have actually you can have Van Gogh in there with them and be like, yeah, I'm here signing autographs, blah blah blah. Obviously, this is Lego. He's alive in this generation, so we can make whatever we want, and he can be signing autographs, to people that are here to see Starry Night on the wall at the boutique hotel while they stay. Go see, get a free ticket to the art gallery to see Van Gogh and his Starry Night creation. So I thought this was an amazing piece, and it is truly beautiful. The Lego ideas, it's just the guy who thought of this and then Lego doing their interpretation and making it tenfold is just, it's amazing. I remember when it got announced, I was like, oh, that's really interesting. And I was like, I don't know, it'll be something that I'll actually want. But once they revealed this last year, I was like, this is definitely going to be a buy at some point. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I finally found it. So I got it, and yeah, it was totally worth it. So I'm glad to have this one in my collection. So just another piece. We'll go ahead and move this over here on this side. I'm knocking over Groot over there. I have two more sets, and then I also bought some minifigures because a Bricks and Minifigures just opened up in my town, or near my town, which is great because there's another one that's way up north, which is about an hour and a half away. Yeah, about that. And I've gone to that one, but with gas prices the way they are, they're actually getting a little bit better. But driving all the way up there to get a couple figs, unless I'm already in that area, it was just not convenient at all. So they just opened Brick and Minifigures. My town, literally like 10 minutes away from my work. So it's always like, if I'm going to work, I'm like, oh, I'm going to stop by there, which is actually pretty bad because I'll stop by there and I'll end up buying things. And yeah, it's definitely going to eat at my wallet. That's for sure. But I got this other set, which I've been wanting, and it is the Lego Back to the Future vehicle. And what's great about this is I have actually wanted this for a while, and they sold out at the Lego store in the mall where I actually shop. And it was really irritating because the price had gone up August, and I was just like, man, I can't even remember. I think it was like 160 or something like that, and it went up to $200. And I was like, man, like it's definitely something I'm going to buy. But I was like, I don't want to spend $200 on this, I was like, because I don't like big vehicles. Now I have like the Luke's land speeder that I bought, but I bought it for the figures. And same case with this one. I bought it for Marty and Doc right here. I wanted these figures. I already have the hoverboard, the miniature hoverboard from Lego Dimensions. So I actually wanted these guys, and I was like, man, I want this so bad. But I was like, $200. And again, now this vehicle, based off what I've seen on reviews already, it is amazing. It is iconic. I'm old school. I grew up watching Back to the Future. I love all of them. This one's probably my favorite, Back to the Future 2, with the car when it's the hover car. It's just amazing, and the design and the quality and the license plates and everything, just it does it justice. But the figures are like top notch. So for me, because I have the Lego Dimensions, a regular, and the Cusco, when it used to be Cusco before it was Lego Ideas. If you guys are new to this, yeah, it used to be called Lego Cusco before Lego Ideas. Now it's Lego Ideas. And I have the actual car the 1-to-1 scale car of the Lego Cusco Lego Idea set with the Marty, and it's actually over on. I did a video on it, but here, let me pull over the car over here. But yeah, since we're talking about this, but yeah, I have the basically the DeLorean right here with Doc Brown and Marty in there, you know, from the original first movie. So it's really cool, and I love this set. I wish the hood would have been better. I hope they recreate this and redo it, because I'm sure they could do it better. But it looks amazing. I'm not going to complain. This is great. I was glad that I was able to get it, and then so just put that up there. Yeah, you can see. And then this is actually from the Lego Ideas set. So I have that Lego Dimensions game. Actually, Lego Dimensions, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Lego Dimensions game. So I have this, and this is the actual hoverboard from part 2. So I actually love, because this one comes with a hoverboard, but it's an oversized hoverboard. So I actually have this one, and I actually have 2 of these, because when Lego Dimensions came out, and it was towards later, like they stopped selling these Lego Dimension figures, I ended up going and buying a second one of the Marty pack, because I wanted to have a second one of these in case this one gets worn or something ends up happening to it. I wanted to make sure I had 2. So this will go perfect with that minifigure, because he doesn't have the hoverboard in this, which I wish they could have just included this, you know, for everybody, but they didn't. So if you didn't get this one when Lego Dimensions went out, and you have this set, you do not have the minifigure size hoverboard, and it is just the piece that you need. So I'm sure you can buy it online, probably not crazy expensive, but given the set kind of, I'm sure it's like more than $5. I'd have to look, but anyways, I have 2 of them, and I'm not selling them because I'm a big Back to the Future guy, so they're for my collection. But yeah, it was really cool. So this one I actually got at let me go ahead and put these back. But I got this at Walmart. So what was great about that? What was great about that is that yeah, I walked to Walmart, or I went to Walmart one day, and while I was there, they were selling it for $170, and I was like, okay, it's not 200, thank God. I was like, I'm totally gonna buy it. So I walked over, and what's terrible about Walmart is they do those little bands that go around it with the circle thing so they can unlock it. And the one that they had left the day I was there, it was digging into the box, and the box was like literally crushed. And I was like, man, it's 170, but I was like, the box is crushed. I was like, if I buy this, it's like, might as well spend the $200, because at least I'm gonna get a good box. And so I didn't buy that day, and I was kind of irritated, because I was like, man, I wanted it so bad. I was like, I know I could have went to the front and be like, this box is tore up, can I get it cheaper than 170, like 150 or something? But then I was like, but I still wanted the box to be in good shape, because to me it's a collectible. The box is part of the set. So I went without buying it. I walked away, and I went there a couple days later, and it was gone. Like, somebody bought it, and I was just like, well, good for them, you know. Sucks they got a terrible box. But right before Christmas, I ended up going to another Walmart, because obviously there's tons of Walmarts everywhere. But I went to another Walmart, and I walked in, and there was one, and this was there, and it was not sealed crazy, super tight, and I was just like, oh my god, this, and it didn't even have the price down there. So I was like, I got an employee, and I was like, hey, can you tell me how much this is? And he was like, oh yeah, it's 170. And I was like, perfect, thanks. I ended up going to the cashier and paying for it, and I was just like, thank God, I got it. I finally got it for 170, way cheaper than $200. So I was really happy with that, and yeah, really awesome. So I'm really happy to have this, and it has small little dentations from the wire on this side, but nothing bad. The box still looks pretty clean. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little dent, but you know, compared to the other one that was crushed, and like literally this area was completely like torn from the wire, just kept rubbing, so it was just cardboard showing and ripping, and it was terrible. So, but this one's an amazing piece. So I did also get one other thing besides the minifigures, which we'll jump into the minifigures here in a second. But I got this one. I've been waiting to get this one, and I got it at a good discount because I got it at my work. They had plenty, so we had a big thing going on for the employees. And yeah, let me go ahead and grab it. And I can't wait to build with this one. This is the next piece that I will be building. So as you can see from the back, it is the Lego Ideas Lighthouse, and this thing is beautiful. I'm so happy I got this. So I can't wait to build this thing. I have the perfect spot in my my guest room where it's gonna sit and then have the light, and I can't wait to see it in dark with the lighting up around the room. So this is something I've been meaning to build, but I've been working, and then also Christmas happened, and then my kid got sick, and I haven't been on here and made a video in a minute because I've been so busy with life, and I haven't even had a chance to open this. I was planning on opening it on Christmas and building it. That fell through, and then I've been working, and today's literally been my first day off, and then we had a big snowstorm, and I had some stuff go on, got stuck in the snow, and then some damage to my vehicle a little bit that I have to go take care of tomorrow. So that's another day right before work. I gotta do stuff besides build Lego. But you know, there's just, life happens, life gets in the way, but you know, you enjoy. So obviously this is a huge haul of Christmas stuff that I ended up getting, and then my wife helped get me this, so as a gift, and really appreciative. And she got me some other amazing items as well because I'm into other things. But yeah, so I can't wait to build this one. This one I definitely would be doing a review on once I build it, or maybe through the process kind of do a couple videos here and there of, hey, this is where I'm at, just like I did with the Razor Crest. But really, really amazing piece. So yeah, I can't wait to build it. I just love the lighting feature. That is amazing. Excuse me. All right, last but not least, let's jump into the minifigures. So I ended up getting a couple, which is great about Bricks and Minifigures. If you have not been to a Bricks and Minifigures, you guys totally need to find one or go to one because they have amazing things. And I'm sure I'll buy more stuff from there, and I'll show you guys. But let's go with these little bags of minifigures that I got to add to my little containers with my other. So I already had this character. This is and I got two of her. But this is from one of the other series. But as you can see, she comes with the flamingo piece and the little flower or plant. The funny thing is, if I would have thought about this beforehand when this came out, I think I ended up getting like 2 or 3. But I would have got a lot more because I was like, I want to build a zoo, and I've only got like 2 flamingos or 3 flamingos. And I was like, this would be perfect to have a bunch of flamingos, because anytime you go to the zoo, you see literally like 20 or 30 flamingos all together in the little pond area, like kind of walking around or standing around. And I'm like, I can't just have 2 flamingos or 3 flamingos. I need like 5 or 6 or 7, you know, at least. Obviously you're paying for the figure and everything, so I have extra figures of her. I don't really care for her. I've already got one. The flamingo is the pieces that I want, and maybe I can find more flamingos on their own and buy them separately. But if basically I'm paying just as much for the flamingo to get the whole figure, because I think these were only $7 a piece, which, you know, a figure by itself is usually $5. So if I would have been smart, I would have got a bunch of these at that time. So every time I get minifigures now, when new series come out, I'm like, do I want more of that figure? Like the new one that's coming out, there's going to be a Black Knight female with a falcon, and I was like, man, I want more of her because I have the Knight's Castle, and I want more Black Falcon like suits and stuff like that. Plus it also comes with an eagle, so I was like, I'll have multiple eagles. Yeah, they all look the same and stuff like that, but you can integrate into your little zoo area where you have your birds and multiple different birds, and then the eagles or I'm sorry, falcons. A bunch of falcons like flying or sitting and nesting in different areas and stuff like that. So yeah, right now that's one of the main figures I got. She's not gonna stand up with that. So, and then I also got. It's funny. Again, if I would have started collecting minifigures when they first came out, I did back in the day, but I wasn't where I'm like, I got to get every single one. So I pick and choose, and now I'm like regretting that I didn't do that. So I was like, man, I should have did that, you know, if I would have known better. Now every series I buy at least one of every one, so I have every single one. But this one, I was like, man, I can't believe I didn't grab this one when it came out. But this is obviously, hold on, Oh, this is Abraham Lincoln, and he has his little tile, the forefathers. So Abraham Lincoln, and I love this piece. I'm like really glad that I got this. He was a little pricey. I think he was like 15 bucks or 10 bucks. I can't remember, but you know, the tile itself is a printed tile, and he comes with his little hat and his beard, which is cool, which is all one piece, and that's awesome. So he doesn't have more than one head, just one head, but he he works and fits perfectly. And it's funny because where I work, we have a statue of Abraham Lincoln, and it's um, robotic, so it talks and everything, and yeah, it's pretty entertaining. So as I walk by work all the time and work doing my job, I always see Abraham Lincoln, and he starts talking to me. But yeah, got him. So that was really cool. And I always now that I've been going back to buy more figures, I want all the figures that are like represent real people, you know. So like I think like I missed out on the Lego Ideas, the Beatles set, you know, the submarine, yellow submarine. I didn't buy that one because I was like, I don't need it, whatever. And now later on, I'm like, man, I should have got it because I didn't really care for the submarine all that much. It was iconic, but I was like, I should have got it for the Beatles because they're not just making the Beatle characters. Like Van Gogh, I got that set because I really wanted Van Gogh, but I really love the art design of that set overall, so it's a win-win. But I want all the historian figures that are actually true to life, so I got him. Also, yeah, and speaking of true to life figures, I ended up getting this other guy, and you guys all know who this is, but here we go. It's William Shakespeare. So I got him the same day. I think he was a little more pricey than Abe, but I didn't get him when he came out either. And again, another regret. And he comes with his little tile and to be or not to be, or to behold or not to behold. But yeah, he comes with his little hairpiece, his little feather, the neck thing, and then his hair, which is one piece, which is really cool. Looks really nice. Just fits the character perfectly. And I was like, oh man, I need this. So it's funny, I was going through all the figures the other day, and I went to the store and I found this other figure, which is not William Shakespeare, which is funny, but he actually is kind of based off the story or the playwrights that obviously William Shakespeare does. So, and as you can see, William Shakespeare's got the red and he's got the green. And the green is actually really nice. They're both really nice. I love the color and the scheme and the design. And obviously he's holding the skull, which is great. But he is the actor. And they had him there the next day. And I was like, oh man, I need him too. So I was like, I just liked the way he looked and his design. So, and he comes with an alternate face, which is really cool. He's an actor, so you know he's gonna have multiple faces. And let me check. Nope. William Shakespeare is one-sided face, and I think Abe was one-sided as well. Yep. So really cool. So another historical character, and of course I was there, and they had another character that I was like, oh, okay, I need this guy. I was like, which is funny because again, I like figures that have tiles that are pretty like unique. You can't find them anywhere. I mean, I'm sure you can order them or whatever on Bricklink or whatever, but this is another minifigure from an earlier series, which I never got, and that's a Caesar. Well, not sure if he's actually the Caesar, but he has the Caesar look. He has the nice hair piece with the crown piece, and you can see I'm better like that, yeah. And yeah, he looks good, and he has a tile that came with exclusive for him, so that was really cool. So I was like, oh man, I need him too. And it's funny because there was a bunch of other things that I was like, oh, I want him, but you know, some figures were like 40 bucks, and I was like, I'm not paying 40 bucks right now. So obviously I bought all these, and I bought one more set of characters, which I regret not buying when I should have bought it. But I've been looking for these guys for a while at Bricks and Minifigures up north, and I ended up, I've got the mom, I've got the dad, but I didn't have the kids, and they came in a set, and I should have got them when it came out, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna wait, and I didn't get them, but now I have them. So I have Dash, Violet and the baby. Cute little baby. Let's see, you guys can see him right there. Yep. So, all the Incredibles characters, brand new, great condition, no issues. But yeah, I was like, man, I need these guys, and I just didn't buy them when they came with the set because I think they came with the Mole Man or whatever, and I think the mom was in that set too. And I was just like, I didn't buy them when I should have, and it was only, I think it was like $30. But I was like, oh, I don't want to spend $30 right now. I need that for other things, and yeah, I ended up paying, I think, probably almost around the same price, except for the problem is if I would have bought them with the set, I wouldn't have spent $30 just on the characters. I would have had extra figure. I think maybe the mom, I can't remember, but I would have had Mole Man. I would have had his little bulldozer. I would have had like a little background, thing. I think the baby even gave him his little ball, and I didn't get that. So, anyways, that's the last of it, guys. But this was a long video, but there was a lot of stuff. Christmas obviously got fulfilled, but anyways, I just want to say thanks for watching. Sorry for not being back in a while, but yeah, I'm loving Lego, and there's just so much to build and so many amazing sets, especially January 1st coming in, new minifigure sets. So like I say, enjoy. As long as you have the heart of a kid, you can enjoy everything and anything. So obviously, I'm enjoying buying all these toys, and stuff like that, and adding to my collection. But yeah, I hope to hear from you guys, and let me know what you guys think. If how was your Christmas? Did you guys get anything amazing that you're like, oh, I'm so happy I got this? My son got a bunch of Star Wars stuff, the AT-TE. He was super happy and stuff like that. So Commander Cody built that one. It had an AT-ST and a bunch of other stuff. So he made out pretty well in Lego too. So. But yep, and then my other son who's 3, he's got a little remote control and some different things, so he was real happy with the stuff. So everybody made out in regards to my family and stuff like that. But with me and Lego, I'm like, I always feel like I make out because I'm just a big collector and like a big kid. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Let me know what you think. Like the video. I know it's been a minute, but like I said, life gets in the way. But yeah, I'll look forward to showing you more stuff that I get here in the near future, especially from the new bricks and minifigs and the Lego store and different things coming out January 1st. But yeah, and then also that lighthouse, I will be doing builds and excuse me, and I will be posting that. So yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, just let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, thanks again, guys, and have a great new year if I don't see you before then or talk to you before then. All right, bye.